Welcome.
The combination of asanas in this sequence will not only give you a workout, but will also stimulate emotional release. While it may not happen to everyone, be prepared for some turmoil as your body works to the release of negative energy. Remember to read the descriptions below the video for further information and cautions. Your support means the world to me, and simply subscribing and liking the video is all we need. Thank you and enjoy your practice.
Begin by lying on your back with knees bent and feet flat. Bring your right hand on your lower belly and your left hand on your left rib cage and start with 2 parts breath. Inhale, half belly, half chest. Exhale. 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 Now bring your sole of your feet to touch each other and drop your knees to the side and relax in a pose for 10 breaths. On your next inhale, extend the right leg in the front of you and keep your left leg bent. Your left heel is touching your inner right thigh. Extend the arms behind you and bring your palms into a prayer pose for a reverse tree pose. Hold the pose for 10 breaths. Release and bring both knees towards your chest. Reach your arms between your legs and grab your big toes with your fingers. Sole of your feet are facing upwards. Press your tailbone into the ground to keep your spine level. Hold the pose for 1 minute. Release and extend the left leg in the front of you and keep your right leg bent. Your right heel is touching your inner left thigh. Extend the arms behind you and bring your palms into a prayer pose for a reverse tree pose. Hold the pose for 10 breaths. Release and bend both knees. Feet flat and bring your right foot over your left knee with your ankle just above your left knee. Keep your right toes flexed. Reach your arm between your legs and your left arm around your outside of your left leg. Intertwine your fingers and pull your left thigh towards your stomach. Hold for 10 breaths. Release and change. Bring your left foot over your right knee with your ankle just above your right knee. Keep your left toes flexed. Reach your arms between your legs and your right arm around your outside of your right leg. Intertwine your fingers and pull your right thigh towards your stomach. Hold for 10 breaths. Release and gently come up into your Sukhasana. Bring your right bent knee cross over the bent left knee. Keep both heels close to the hips and press your sitting bones into the floor. Inhale and stretch your right arm up. Bend your elbow with the palm in between your shoulder blades. Take your left hand behind the back and try and interlace your fingers. If your fingers don't meet each other, you can use a strap. Hold the pose for 10 breaths. Release and extend your legs in the front of you with palms several inches behind. And on your next exhale, lift you into reverse plank. Hold for 5 breaths. Release back to Tadasana and bend the knees, legs are slightly to the side. And on your next exhale, fall forward. Hold for 10 breaths. Release. And bend your left knee and cross over the bent right knee. Keep both heels close to the hips and press your sitting bones into the floor. Inhale and stretch your left arm up. Bend your elbow with the palm in between your shoulder blades. Take your right hand behind the back and try and interlace your fingers. Hold for 10 breaths. Gently release and move into your table pose. Begin with modified cat-cow. Inhale and lift your tailbone up, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, round your back and engage your core. Inhale, lift your tailbone up and open the chest. Exhale, turn your head and your hips to the right side. Inhale, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, turn your head and your hips to the left side. Inhale and lift your tailbone up, open the chest. Exhale, round your back and engage your core. Inhale, lift your tailbone up, open the chest. Exhale, turn your head and your hips to the right side. Inhale, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, turn your head and your hips to the left side. Inhale, center to neutral spine. Keep your hip in line with your knees and come into puppy pose. Walk your hands forward and bring your chin and chest to the mat. Hold for 10 breaths. Then gently move forward into your Sphinx. Stay for one breath. Inhale and move into your half plank. Hold for 10 seconds. Release and come into Cobra. Hold for 10 breaths. On your next exhale, release. Inhale, upwards dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold your downward dog for a count of 5 breaths. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend your knee, externally rotate the hip and hold for 5 breaths. Exhale and bring your right knee to the chest. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to the chest and slide your foot towards your left and come into Ekapada. Keep your left leg back straight and lower your hips to the mat. On your next exhale, fold forward and hold the pose for 1 minute. Gently release and come back up to your downward dog. Move into plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold downward dog for 5 breaths. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, externally rotate the hip. Hold for 5 breaths. On your next exhale, bring your left knee to the chest. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Inhale, lift your leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to the chest and slide your foot towards your right and come into Ekapada. Keep your right leg back straight and lower your hips to the mat. Fall forward and hold for 1 minute. Gently come back up to your downward dog. Move into plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold downward dog for 5 breaths. Gently walk your feet towards your hands and come into your standing pose. Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your right leg back, left leg back. Move into your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg back and up. Exhale, bring your right foot forward and come to your warrior one. Hold for 3 breaths. On your next inhale, move into warrior two. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhale into reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your knee. Extend your left arm up, close to your left ear, and come to extended side angle pose. Hold for 3 breaths. Release and bring your palms down and drop your left knee to the mat. And come into your half lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and turn to your right side with the left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Hold for 5 breaths. Gently release and move into your downward dog. Move into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bring your right leg back and up. Then bring it forward. Bring your left leg next to the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale back into your chair pose. Hold for 1 breath. Then wrap your right leg over the left leg and your left arm over the right arm. Lower your hips and come into Garudasana. Hold for 3 breaths. Release and come back into your standing pose, Tadasana. Standing in Tadasana, bring your right heel to rest on the front of your left thigh or hip. Bring the hands to your heart. Hold for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, open your arms to the side and bend your left knee gently. Hold for 3 breaths. Release back into your standing pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your palms down, bring your left leg back, right leg back. Move into your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg back and up. Exhale, bring your left foot forward and come into your warrior one. Hold for 3 breaths. On your exhale, transition to warrior two. Hold for another 3 breaths. Inhale into reverse warrior. Exhale, bring your left elbow to your knee, extend your right arm up close to your right ear, and come to extended side angle pose. Hold for 3 breaths. Release and bring your palms down and drop your right knee to the mat and come into your half lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, slide back bend. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart and turn to your left side with the right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Hold for 5 breaths. Gently release and come into your downward dog. Move into plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bring your left leg back and up. Then bring it forward. Bring your right leg next to the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, back into your chair pose. Hold for 1 breath. Then wrap your left leg over the right leg and your right arm over the left arm. Lower your hips and hold the pose for 3 breaths. Release. Back into your standing pose. Standing in Tadasana, bring your left heel to rest on the front of your right thigh or hip. Bring the hands to your heart. Hold for 3 breaths. And on your next exhale, open your arms to the side and bend your right knee gently. Hold for 3 breaths. And release back into standing. On your next inhale, bring your right leg back and bring both feet parallel to each other. Keep your legs wide apart. Put your hands on your hips and incline your trunk forward halfway, flat back. Hold for 5 breaths. Then gently fall forward. Bend your elbows and keep them parallel. Lower your crown of your head to the mat. Hold for 5 breaths. Gently release and come halfway up, flat back. Then bring your palms back on the mat and shift your weight towards your right side. Bend your right knee and keep your left leg extend to the side. Left toes are flexed. Bring your hands to the heart and hold the pose for 5 breaths. Then center and move to the other side. Hold for 5 breaths. Release and come into your Dandasana. Separate your legs as wide as you can and prepare for Upavista Konasana. You may use a block if you have one, or a bunch of cushions for support. Turn your thighs slightly outwards. Your knees are pointing to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Inhale and lift your torso up. Exhale, bend forward from your waist. Use the block or the cushion under your forehead for support and remain in this asana for 2 minutes. Release and come into your Dandasana. Legs are straight, back is straight. Bring your hands several inches behind you, fingers pointing towards your back. Inhale and lift yourself up into reverse plank. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. Release back to Dandasana and bring your right foot close to your left inner thigh. Inhale and sweep your arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Hold for 5 breaths. Release and bend your right leg, foot flat. Grab your right foot with both hands. Extend the leg in the front of you and bring it close to your chest. Hold for 5 breaths. Release and change. Bring your left heel close to your right inner thigh. Inhale and sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. Gently release and bend your left leg, foot flat, and grab your left foot with both hands. Extend the leg in the front of you and bring it close to your chest. Hold for 5 breaths. Then come out of the pose and lay back on the mat with knees bent and feet flat. Prepare for Setu Bandha. Bring your arms behind your head. And on your next inhale, lift your core up. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Release and turn to your right side. Bend your right arm and lift your head. Keep your whole body in one line from elbow to heels. Bend your left knee and reach your big toe and straighten your left leg towards the ceiling. Maintain your balance and hold for 5 breaths. Release and change. Turn to your left side. Keep the body in line from elbow to heels. Bend your right knee and straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Hold for 5 breaths. Gently release and reach to your strap. Bring your strap on top of the arch of your right foot. Exhale, bring the foot towards your right shoulder, turning your ankle slightly towards your right side. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. On your next exhale, bring the right leg towards your right side. Extend the left arm to the side, keeping your palm flat to the floor. Keep your left hip on the mat. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale and bring your right leg back to your center. Exhale, drop your right leg towards your left side. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. Release and change legs. Bring your strap on the arch of your left foot. Exhale, bring the foot towards your left shoulder, turning your ankle slightly to your left side. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. On your next exhale, bring the left leg towards your right side. Extend the right arm to the side, keeping your palm flat to the floor. Keep your right hip on the mat. Hold for 5 breaths. On your next inhale, lift your left leg back to the center. And exhale, drop your left leg towards your right side. Hold the pose for 5 breaths. Release. And now reach to your 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can skip this pose. And when you're ready, bring one block on his longer side under your sacrum and the other block under the heels. Bring your hands behind or close to your body and remain in the pose for 3 minutes. To come out of the pose, just bend your knees one by one with foot flat. Then gently remove the block from your sacrum. Bring both knees to your chest and hold for 5 breaths. Then allow your legs to fall open. Keep your feet turned out equally. Relax your arms on the floor by your side, leaving a space between your torso and your arms. Keep your palms up and relax your shoulder blades. Lengthen your neck and relax in your final pose, Shavasana, for a minimum of 5 minutes. Namaste.